All right, everybody, welcome back. You ready to do another one of these deep dives? I am pumped for this one.
Always.
This time, we're looking at this DJ and music producer Riskk.
Okay.
Now we got some of his like promo material, press stuff, and I was kind of looking at this before, and I was thinking like, this is like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, can we really figure out like his whole career just from like these little pieces, these little snippets?
It is really interesting how much you can get from just a little bit of information.
Right, just like a musical detective story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So okay, first thing that jumps out at me, and
Yeah.
a million hours in the music biz.
Yeah, it's
like 30 years, right?
More like 35 when you actually do the math, which is
wow.
just incredible. And an industry that is so known for being different to survive in.
Yes.
I mean, think about all the trends that have come and gone in that time.
Oh yeah.
Disco, grunge, auto-tune.
All of it.
To not just survive, but to thrive for that long.
Yeah.
Tells you something about his business savvy.
Yeah, no kidding.
You don't stay around that long just by accident.
You don't just accidentally end up.
Right.
Yeah, so like I'm already he's good at adapting, reinventing himself. And then he's all over the place online, like Mixcloud, Reverb Nation, Road Mob, even his own website.
That is the sign of someone who's serious about their business.
Yeah.
These are all different platforms where DJs and producers can showcase their work and connect with different kinds of fans and be discovered by different parts of the industry.
Makes sense.
They're each kind of tailored for a different audience. Like Mixcloud is known for DJ mixes.
Right.
Reverb Nation is more for independent artists.
Oh, okay.
Road Mob is tailored towards like electronic dance music.
That's smart.
So he's using these platforms very strategically.
Okay, so this guy's putting in the time, and he's smart about how he's marketing himself. Okay, so then there's this track, Blame Riskk. I was looking at this and I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says here it's about like hustler's anxiety with this like mysterious employer, and it's kind of got this like dangerous vibe.
Oh.
And Riskk's actually playing a character called Mr. Blank.
Interesting.
What do you make of that?
Well, I think it shows like a real willingness to experiment with storytelling in music.
Okay.
He's not just creating beats, he's crafting like a narrative, a persona even.
That's cool.
And he's collaborating with prolific lyricist Titanium.
Prolific lyricist Titanium.
Right. What a name.
That's the best name.
It just rolls right off the tongue.
I love it. Okay, but then there's this performance history. It's all over the map.
Yeah.
Hawaii, Mexico, MTV, spring break, cruise ships.
It's wild.
Like, is it just chasing the biggest audience possible?
I don't know.
Or is there like a method to the madness?
Well, it is an interesting mix. You've got those huge high energy events like spring break and festivals, which are amazing for getting your name out there.
Yeah.
But then you've got those more intimate cruise ship gigs, which can be quite lucrative, and they offer a more steady stream of work.
Okay.
So maybe it's about finding a balance, building the brand, but also paying the bills. And I think that speaks to the hustle that we were talking about earlier.
It's true.
Like even with over 30 years under his belt,
right,
he's still out there working.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then this is the part that really blows me away. Almost 75 projects.
Wow.
Beat making, engineering, performing.
I feel like he doesn't sleep.
This guy does not sleep. I don't think so.
Right.
And he's produced for Johnny Conan and Edwin Victory.
Oh, wow.
Those are Houston music legends.
That's huge.
Like, to get that kind of gig, you got to be more than just like technically skilled.
Right, you have to understand their vision, their sound.
Yeah.
It really implies like a depth of musical knowledge and a real collaborative spirit.
Yeah, it's not just making the music, it's understanding the people.
Exactly.
Oh, and speaking of people, I noticed he mentioned working with organizations that help people in need.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you think? Is that something he developed over time, or was it always there?
Right, like was it always part of what drew him to music in the first place?
Yeah.
I feel like you can kind of see someone's values evolving alongside their career sometimes.
Wow. That is a really good point. Okay, last thing.
Yeah.
This guy's worked across so many genres.
Yeah.
Hip-hop, EDM, even a little bit of rock.
He's not afraid to jump in anywhere.
He really isn't.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think that says about him?
Well, I think that's like the sign of a true musician, that curiosity, that willingness to just try anything.
Okay.
And I think you can tell that he sees music as this vast landscape with something to learn from every genre, you know?
Wow. So what does it all mean? I mean, we've just gotten started looking at Riskk's career.
Right, we just scratched the surface.
But even from these little snippets, it's so clear that this is a guy with serious dedication.
Absolutely.
Collaborative spirit, and just like a deep, deep love for music.
And a deep love for music in all of its forms.
Yeah. What was it about all this that stood out the most to you?
You know, I think what really stood out to me is how much his career trajectory reflects the evolution of the music industry as a whole.
Yeah.
From traditional gigs to digital platforms, from solo work to collaboration, this guy has seen it all.
That's true.
And done it all, which is pretty impressive
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Yeah, so listeners out there, I'm curious, what do you think? What can you learn about an artist's personality just from their work? What keeps somebody creative for over 3 decades?
Yeah.
If you're as intrigued as I am, I definitely recommend checking out his music. It's a good reminder that every artist has a story to tell, and sometimes all it takes is like a little press sheet to send you down a rabbit hole.
Exactly, and you never know what you're going to find down there.
Exactly.
Could be something really special.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.
We'll see you next time.
It's like Mac when I place a rhyme on the track, grind and trap to shine. You just watch me, nigga, you better make the time. Grind, work, do it again, then repeat. To everybody in the family eat. If you weak, you beat, you better move your feet. My granny used to ride Metro. Now we all got petrol. Did in 10,000 hours, dirty gang got out showers.